And with that, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is unfortunately the last day and the last round of the Good Game League in Div 1. At least for now. Maybe we'll have another season, we'll see. But first, let me welcome you and let's head over to the current leaderboard so you can see how the teams fared so far. We already have 10 rounds behind us. Today is round 11. As you can see, Formulation almost made it to 600 points, which roughly translates to 60 points per day, or 59.2, with 592 points. Bitfix close behind with 542 points, considering their cut would be at 54.2 points. They would need another day like that to catch up to Formulation, but everything is possible. If they get enough kills and chicken dinners, they might still take the win. Real Gangsters with 477 points on cert. Then we have Booty McYolo Swag with 397 on 4. 383 points for Behind Enemy Wives. Second. Then we have 375 for Slowstorm, 353 for Clan, and 348 for Waze. And then the second half of the leaderboard, well, there is a bigger gap, but the 4 Alcoholics with 287 are on rank 9. Following them, we have Kjatter and Urgent Mix with each 274 points. On rank 12, we have Coca-Cola Holy Hola with 244 points. 4 points less for Perpetual Failure, 208 points for Team Nautilus, and 203 for the Valuable Veterans. This almost concludes, this concludes our leaderboard, but almost concludes my introduction, because we're going to head back over here, and I see that I'm lagging again. Gonna fix that. There we go. Whoop. So, welcome again. Thank you for being here. My name is Inwi. I'm a German commentator and will cast you through the games. And we're going to hop over for match number 1. And we are back on Miramar. So, as you can see, Miramar is ready and set to go. I'm going to jump over here. Work that we can see the mini-map icons. There we go. As you can see, our flight path starts close to El Pozo and will end to the right side close to El Azahar. And like you see, this roughly is our, not roughly, more like this. This is roughly where the teams will be able to jump without issues. So Los Leones, Chumisera, Valdemar, and Prison, as well as Puerto Paraíso and maybe Impala, are quite hard to reach. But if the players catch some cars, they still might be able to get there in time. The question is, where will the circle shift? And that's something we will know in roughly a minute. There we go, that looks better. 7 seconds remain before match number 1 will start. And with that, one of the last 6 matches of Good Game Ligaen Div 1. 60 players. Again, in that tiny plane, at least if we scroll away from it. If we get closer, it's a bit bigger. Nonetheless, though, let's see if the players will be able to get that chicken dinner for themselves and rise up in the ranks, or if in the end we will have a quite similar leaderboard to that of yesterday. Let's up over here. I don't need to have the speakers on. First, to drop out are Kjatter and the players from Behind Enemy Wives, as well as Slowstorm and the Real Gangsters. Following them are Formulation, Klarnen, Waze, Bitfix, Ukient Mix, and the players from Booty Make Yellow Swag. Then we have Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, as well as Team Nautilus and Perpetual Failure. And on the other hand, the last two teams for Alcoholics and the Valuable Veterans. Like I said, arriving in Picado will be a bit harder. Bitfix still tries though. Let's see if Vipress might be able to get a knock-in. She already found VSS at the mini, but unfortunately for her, good for Bitfix, they were out of the picture already. And as you can see, our circle shifted to the west and hard to the west, because all of this to the left of the green line here is unplayable area. So this roughly means we have, like, I would say 35 to 40%. This should be, oops. This right here, well, not clean, but we'll see. So this right here should be roughly 50%. That's a bit less. So 30 to 35% might be unplayable area, but still a lot, especially for the first circle, which means the teams should rotate quite quick to get a good position in the circle. We might have an El Pozo ending that would favor behind enemy wives over here with Brold, AV. Oh, where are the others? Phone. And all the way over there, I love forces. Searching for a better position and maybe some ammo, I guess. Pulled with the sawed-off shotgun. No bullets in there. Quite sure if that's the best approach. Xerox might find Clan in here. He's just waiting for them on top of the roof. He only has an M16 though. Oh, nice one. Nice tags against evil, but he's able to get away there. Still, 49 damage. That's a lot, considering those are the first shots we might have had in the game. We still have all 60 players. Considering no one else is close at the moment. That might change though. Let's see where they're trying to go. Ooh. There we go. AV might be close to where Klarnen wants to go. He will still lagging a bit behind with the boss. Now AV might be a bit angry that he already retreated earlier and didn't try to shoot evil out of the boss. But well, stuff like that happens. For now, position is not bad. Bitfix might be in a good position on the top of the hill. Let's go in Phaetons here. They could see Klarnen below them. Let's see if they'll find the kill either against AV or Klarnen. Actually below them. And we didn't see the first kill. Maskin with a kill against Rex. That happened over here. To make Yellow Swag, leaving the first player on the battlegrounds. Rex unfortunately not making it. Question is, where's Garden? Still over here, trying to fight against Pookie and Mix. He lost the tire. I'm unsure why they didn't try to explode the gas station. That would have been a valuable option. So as you can see, a lot of teams currently positioning themselves around El Pozo. What we also can see is a sandstorm coming in, which is all the way up here and won't really affect anyone. Because considering the direction it will go through here, so the area of effect is quite limited here. So yeah, nobody really will be impacted. Maybe with a big maybe. That's over here. Sutney, spotted by Hellsoy, Spectro, and Fluffy as well. This time Fluffy starts with them. Again. Spectro loading. Saw Hellsoy for a brief moment. Didn't realize it though. Taking care of the tires. Tagged by Proxy. Fluffy already getting the car there. Sexy might be in trouble over here. Slow Storm arriving behind him. Lost his first and second tire. Get over the streets. This is not looking good for him. Out of the car. Maybe he's able to get into the construction. First tag, second tag, third tag, but he makes it. That would have been an awful start for Bitfix. Already losing the first player. We can see Adel's all the way over here, close to Monte, while Peyton and Highscore are on the hill over here. Shots coming out by Kyatar in the direction of the 4 alcoholics. Marty tagged. Another tag. Proxy with the aim here. Justin with the kill against Intens. Or knock against Intens. Physics with the re-knock though. Gets the flush too. See where that happened over here. Skelvin quite close to Physics. They're coming out. Nate coming out. Nice, Nate. Gets attacking against Skelvin. Tech is behind him. Sees him. This is not looking too good for Team Nordlis. Skelvin knocked as well, so this just a leaf stump. And he's trying to dump away. Sexy still quite close to Slowstone, but they're not using their chance to pressure him. While we go over here, fight between Dixie and the valuable veterans. We can see the rest of Perpetua Fayez over here. Dixie's the sole survivor, or sole person left behind. Has to fend for himself. Gets 2 of them. And gets knocked by Broken. And therefore, at least a 2-on-1 trade for Dixie. Getting the next 2 kills for Perpetual Fear. Next Sandstorm has a bit more impact. While we see Chickletons of damage trying to use the mortar against Bitfix. But gets tagged by Phaeton. Dump made it to the circle. Might die there. Depending on where he tries to go. This right here or that one right over there might be in his favor. Won't go too far. Aiming with a knock against Innerman. Kill confirmed as well for Klanen. Fox has to try to get away now. More mortar shots, but more shots as well. High score with the knock against Proxy. And that's the next kill against Kjatter. First kill for Bitfix this round. Formulation so far was 3. Petjofeia now breaching against Saxy and Adel. Or semi-breachy. Shots coming in from the top of the hill by High Score and Phaetons. I get a good vision against Perpetuofeia. Shots raining in the direction of the car. Looks good for them though. Spectro act. They still most likely will make it away. Better position. Ah, that looked like it. Oh, losing another tire. This is not looking too good for them. Spectro jumping out of the car. Copy with a knock against Marty. What happened over here? Alpha myself still trying to get away. Like them also still in the car. Makes it to the city. Let's see what Lycom is here with his bike. And he also makes it to the city. Searching for a better place. But so far that one shouldn't be bad. Ultimate might be in trouble. Because Kjatter just landed above them. I might have seen Eskimo there. Gets tagged from the city by Waze. Circle shifts again to the east. Good position for Okian Mix, as well as Kjatter, Real Gangsters, and with that position, or maybe position for Lil Yord. Coca-Cola Holy Hollow as well. While we have an airdrop over here. We have Slowstorm in the city, trying to reposition themselves. Lil Yord even stopped over here. So, could have gotten all the way over here to the red brick. Or fire station. However you call that. Next knock against John Boy, who tried to get down the hill with the Golden Mirado. Explosion is good enough. And therefore, Hellsoy gets a kill against John Boy. First kill for Kjatter. We have fun over here with sides in the direction of Alpha and myself, who meet it not very further. Did find a bike. Using it to block the door. Life hack. Always open in wards. Or try to open in wards. It's seen by Aimant, and he gets a knock in. Very unfortunate. 4 behind enemy wives losing him like that. Maybe still quite close. Can hear the others driving away, like they're knocked by Olsen and Elbike Xerox. Olsen with the kill against Simsy. Oh, another attack by Maskin against Amond. And Scarret gets the knock against him. I for myself with a knock against Xerox though. That's a bit of retaliation. Klanen driving all the way over here. Realizing the fire brick hasn't been taken yet. And therefore going for it. But only 2 players remain. Bitfix going for another emergency pickup. Searching for a position to play. Formulation in their sides here. Sneak in with a knock against Spectro. That happens over here. He has to watch out. Will most likely be able to rest Spectre though. The same cannot be said for HPFL. It's not all the way over here. Well, we can see some shots from the valuable veterans in the direction of Dump. He's trying to get at least some placement points or at least one more kill in for Team Nautilus. Well, Intense gets a kill against High Score. Hopping over there, because that's the fight between our first leading team and our second team. Clayton can see him on the roof. Intense with a knock against Saxy. Nice tags by Phaeton, and that's it, unfortunately. Rank 13 for Bitfix. Eliminated by their opponents from Formulation Gaming, who get another 8 kills in so far. Rising up to their position will be hard for Bitfix now. Considering they're now at least 60 points on the lead. Yeah, another 10 points more though. At least there might be when the game is over. Kralis with a knock against Fluffy. Another nade comes in against Sotney. This is not looking too good for Perpetual Fear. Only Spectre is left alive. He's all the way over here. Shots coming in from Coca-Cola Holy Hola. He doesn't really know where to go. Tries his best to find a position. Lejord with a kill against Fluffy, stealing that. Intense and Takis with a kill against Hellsoy. Trying to get away here from the blue for Intense. Chicken soft damage with the knock against Party Beetle. Cypress watches her back, but gets knocked as well, and that just leaves Fanotto over here. He might be in trouble as well. He might get the kill against Amy, though. Olsen with a knock. Fanotto steals it. Another point for Waze. 2 kills so far for them. Might even get a gifted car. He might be pissed against the real gangsters. Tekas gets a kill against Eskimo. Harky with a kill against Kirin. And Tekas gets a kill against Isle of Forces. While Maskin says flipping a car is easy. And he might be right with that. More shots coming in. Bolton might have a prime position to get a knock in against Tackers. Gonna follow him for now. Though he's preparing to go for heal now. Tackers with some shots in the direction of Garden, while Fanotto is eliminated by Jiggleton's off damage. Bolton still healing. Let's see if he might find a kill against Formulation. Like I said, Tech is quite in front of him. Garden made it all the way over to where behind enemy wives died. More nades coming in. Still alive though. Packer spotted. Gets a knock against Scarlet. Intense spotted by Bolton. Who sees Carpi as well. Intense a bit further. Might be able to get the kill against Takis. Sees Intense. Waits for him to stop. Perpetual Fail eliminated. Spectre was found by Dykes. Potent trying to get closer to Intense, who's pushing further away to get another angle against Ukient. Nate might be good. Oh, and that was on point. Scarlet knocked again. Blue zone nade. And another nade against D. Bertun with a knock against Intense. Carpi rushing back. Trying to help his teammate. 11 kills so far for Formulation. Spotted him. Flash. Those have seen each other. Trying to move all the way around. Bertun gets the kill against Intense. And he's not aware where Carpi is. 533 damage to his name already. And that's it. GG, well played. Kyatta eliminated on rank 8. Formulation left with one player. Garden moving over here. Trying to get some hits in against Ukient Mix. Shots from up the hill by Carpi. He's still alive. Lose on Nate against Garden. Carpi falling back here. Steve gets a kill against Garden. We'll not go for the rest. We're going to go over here. We're down to 5 teams. Snusky not really willing to fight against Slowstorm here. Sneaking the last man alive. Re-smoking. Shots fired. Gets the knock against Chiggleton's off damage. So watch out though. Shots coming in from behind by Snusky. Almost knocks himself. Dykes was a kill against Chiggleton's off damage. Go over here. They're running around the Christmas tree, or in this case, around the burning car. Snusky was a kill against Sneakin. And that means Slowstorm are out on rank number 5. Snusky almost rubbing right into that molly. Is not hit though. Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, the only full team left. Snusky solo, Stee solo, Carpi solo. And our only full team is Coca-Cola, Holy Hola. This smells like a chicken dinner for them. Carpi spotted by Snusky. Here's the car as well. Carpi able to go for that little shack. Quite close to him. Snusky trying to find his way back. Stee spotted. Gets tagged by Dykes. Nice ones. Molly coming out. Not too good against Carpi though. He's still alive. Has a flash in his hand. Has 3 flashes. Very precise. Gets spotted by Lil Yort, who's able to tag him twice. Not enough to get a kill in though. He trying to run around. Gets tagged as well by Coca-Cola Holy Hola and dies to end drains. Shots in the direction of Carpi. Hazer trying to close the distance. And Snusky with a kill against Carpi. Real Gangsters with 10 kills as well. But what happened there? 4 for Chiggleton, 3 for Alton, 2 for Snusky, 1 for Heke. Snusky with 9 HP remaining. Trying to get himself to safety. Dykes running around, and that nade from Hazer landed on point. GG, well played. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Coca-Cola Holy Holer continues where they left off yesterday with that chicken dinner. 7 assists for them, but 14 kills for Formulation with 2k damage. Including for the 7 kills, they have 10 placement points. So Coca-Cola Holy Holer 17 points. 16 for the Real Gangsters, 19 for Formulation, 9 for Ukient Mix, 6 for Slowstorm, 3 for Booty McYellowswag, 5 for Klanen, 3 for Kyatar, 2 for Perpetual Failure, 1 for the Valuable Veterans, 2 for Waste, 1 for Behind Enemy Wives, 2 for Bitfix, 1 for the 4 Alcoholics, and 0 for Team Nautilus. We're gonna hop over for a quick break before we will be back with match number 2. And there we go. Back again. 611 points now for Formulation. Finally making it to the 600 points. 544 for Bitfix. 493 for the Real Gangsters. Almost making it to the 500 points. Then Booty McYellowswag closing in on a clean 400. 384 for Behind Enemy Wives. 381 for Slowstorm. Then we have 358 for Klanen and 354 Ways. In the second half of the leaderboard, we start with 288 points for the 4 Alcoholics. Following them are Ukient Mix with 283 and Kyatar with 277 points. On rank 12, we have Coca-Cola Holy Holer, the winners of last match, with 261 points, 242 for Perpetual Failure, 208 for Team Nautilus, and 204 for the Valuable Veterans. And that concludes our leaderboard. Let's hop over for action again. Match number 2 awaits. And there you see our plane is already going on its travel again. And like good ducklings, we'll follow the mama duck. Follow the plane to our destination. Starting slightly below Montenegro, we'll end our travel at one of the islands, which means that everything up in the north is barely reachable. So this should be roughly, well, not the below one, but the upper one is roughly what the teams can reach while dropping. You can still get further with cars, you know the deal. I don't have to explain that. Crater Fields, La Cabrera, Oasis, Water Treatment, Cruz del Val, Tierra Bronca, Campo Militar, Al Azhar. All of those are barely reachable for the teams. They still can try to get there if they have cars or something, but it will be risky. Considering where the circle shifts, obviously. Same can apply right here for Klanen, because Evil is quite close to Botan, or Botan is quite close to Evil, and his teammates are quite far away. Same applies for Team Nordless, though, because they are finally, well, Skelven might be able to get a better spot than Spurven. Oh, I want to go to Spurven, not... So it might be risky for them, but they'll try. Quite close to each other here. Skelven quite close to Simzi. Then we have Evil quite close to Kjater. Team Nautilus was an interesting stretch here. Let's see that on the map. Circle shifted in favor for all teams going for a northern approach. And as we can see over here, this roughly is where we have the players from Nautilus. And, well, this roughly is where we have the players from Klanen. And Simzi is quite close to Skjelven now. Or Skjelven to Simzi, depending on how you want to watch it. That's synchronized. I didn't want to go there. Shots in the direction of physics, but he's able to get away. Our first death might be Skjelven, though. Or Simzi, one of those. Another flash, and that should be it. Skjelven is down. No chance for him. First kill on the count for Simzi. Physics now quite close here to Botan. Both are waiting. So this looks quite similar, considering Simzi and Skjelven's fight a few seconds ago. Botan moving up the hill, trying to get a different angle in. Sees the car there. Physics trying to get away. Top of the hill, we can see Tech is arriving. Has a good spot there. Not looking too good for Botan. Tech is trying to have his back. Mates coming out. They want to push, but no one there. Botan already left. Innerman have his back. And therefore, this situation is not happening. Nautilus taking over Resort. That might be our endpoint. And if you watched PGS, there was an interesting scene here between, I'm not quite sure who it was on the other hand, but for the BB team, where one of their opponents threw a molly, or wanted to throw a molly over here. The doozy was here, shot the molly right behind that thing, and both his enemies got knocked, with the third one moving all up here and trying to get him from the side. But in the end, the BP team won and got their favorite chicken dinner. Oh, we got an airdrop landing in the water. A lot of teams still on their way. Booty McYodelsweg, Bitfix, Perpetual Failure, except for Spectro, who's heading behind. Same goes for Alpha myself. Then we have Coca-Cola, Holy Hola Waste, the real gangsters, and behind enemy wives who still have to make their way to the circle. Except for that, everybody else has arrived already, and we have our next fight on our hands. Slowstorm approaching a Team Nautilus, who are down to 3 players, which is quite unfortunate considering they have to face Slowstorm with a full team. Team Nautilus so far rank 14 with 208 points. Slowstorm currently on rank 6 with 381. Maskin now with a knock against Simsy. What happened over here? Scarlet trying to go for the rest after Maskin was knocked as well by Evil. Nate too far. Spurvin already going for the run, trying to approach. Save Simsy. Scarlet has seen him. Sending both of them off though. Even though I would like to stay at Slowstorm. Booty McYolos back? How did that happen? Oh, they approached them from behind. Maskin gets knocked by Spurvin. You're still staying behind. Aimant close. Symphonize coming over the ridge. Spurvin trying to get closer to finally go for the race on Simsy. Bitfix coming in from the side, trying to catch both teams off guard. Knock and flush for high score. And another knock against Symphonize. Phaeton gets one as well. Stina, the last remaining member. Stays prone, sees Phaeton for a bit. Not able to get a kill in there. Not from that position. He would need to get up. Might be able to get the kill in against Phaeton. He's retreating now though, and therefore Bitfix joins the fight against Klanen. And he's still right in front of them. Tries to get the kill in against Phaeton. With the kill against Elf and myself. Nice nade against Dempsey there. With the molly in hand. Bleeding out fast because he's second knock. Crawling into the molly. And gets killed by Adel. Eamon and Spurvin retreating. Therefore Bitfix can take that position. Stee killed. I'm not quite sure by whom, but I might guess it was Party Beetle. Or Evil over there. Why did we land at shouty when I was aiming for Phaeton? We heard Viperous. Fanato and Xerox close as well. Party Beetle a bit behind. Still staying at the other compound. Viperous has vision in the direction of Saxy. Fanato using the car to get away. Phaeton still close. Xerox with the knock against Adel, who tried to get back. Phaeton tagged as well. Did see Viperous there. Flush against Adel confirmed by Xerox. Phaeton tagged from the side by the real gangsters. Snusky Dusky with some nice hits. Gets a knock in. Will most likely get the flush as well. The remaining 2 players of Bitfix try to get away. High score gets shot out of the car. And that should be it. Saxy, the last remaining member. Snusky gets another kill. And this is looking like Death Hill now. 4 teams have already fought here. So far, no team really won. Intense gets a kill against Aemond. And gets another one against Bourbon. Evo gets tagged as well. And that's it. Klanen eliminated mid-jump. Intense taken out all 3 of them. With some support, though. We have to be that fair. Because Evil was tagged by someone else. I'm not quite sure who. But someone else did tag him. And back we can see the rotation from the 4 alcoholics. They're quite close to Kyatter. Searching for a position to play. The dumplings spotted there by Team Nordlis. Sexy spotted by Waze. Trying to find solo against all 4 of them. Party sees him, and that's it. GG, well played. Bitfix again out on rank 13. This is not running too well for them. Over here we have formulation. Slowstone now with the knock against Lil Yort. That happened over here. Gets a kill as well. Tekers with the kill against Lytham. That might have happened over here. There we go. Continues with some more shots against the car. Well, Olsen gets knocked by Eskimo. Not be able to get the flush in though. See that correct? Chicken's already on the way. Olsen behind a ridge here. So he's safe for now. Hellsoy trying to find a spot to play. That will be hard because there's a lot of things taken in the circle so far. This one below here, this compound here, might be, or this shack here might be one of his only chances. But he's trying to fly in the completely different direction. Well, he might be able to get to his 2 other teammates with Boatin and Innermoon. Down there is not a good position for him to play. But he does not know that. Cappy with a knock against Little Dumpling. Hellsoy is still flying. Let's see how he fares. Hazer with a knock against Broken. All formulation gets another knock in. Cappy quite close here to behind Animal Wives and to the 4 alcoholics in form of Marty. Well, Innermoon gets knocked by Spectre. Finotto with a knock against Intense. Attack is semi-close to Kieran. Gets almost a knock. Broken with the knock against Hellsoy. Flush confirmed. Just landed right with the valuable veterans. With some shots. Cappy trying to get back a bit. Physics trying to go for the rest on Intense. Will succeed most likely because Intense is at least in the building. So there was no chance he could get flushed. At least not as long as nobody pushes. Circle with a good position for the 4 alcoholics and for Formulation Gaming. So far, depending on where it shifts in the next few seconds. Or next few minutes. Because we have more than one. One and a half teams still out of the circle. Which are the real gangsters, which did get an airdrop there. Chickleton soft damage with the DBS. Alright, I grant you that one. If you want to play it, do it. Go for it. Might come in handy. Low 3 gear and the ghillie suit for Snusky. I'm not quite sure how that will fare right here on Miramar. Especially since it's a green ghillie. Another airdrop over here, quite close to Sneakin, who's not willing to loot it yet. Has a P90 for him, if he wants it, and he wants that, believe me. At least the level 3 gear. Good thing his teammates have his back from down there, taking the P90. Well done, good boy. Muskidusi with some shots in the direction of Garden. AV trying to get to his teammates, gets stopped by a car which has been parked here, gets shot out by HPFL. Very unfortunate. But at least our next kill in the match. Question is, will his teammates try to go for it? Chickletons of damage with the knock against Olsen. Seems there is a disconnect there. Did pick him up and gets him to the car. Or maybe not even a disconnect, but rather yeah, to go somewhere. Something, because he's not getting out of the car, so it's more looking like he's AFK. And he most likely will die, so well done. There's shots in the direction of that smoke. Circle shifts away from them. We can see good circle for formulation again. Attackers might have the winning compound. We can see more shots coming in. No one on the wiser, like they love to say. Fluffy still out. Also circle. Not where her teammates are. Because like I said, this might be the winning compound in the end. We had a lot of circles which ended right around here. So that should be a good position. Question is, how will it fare in the end? Where will the circle shift? We never know. Nice text against Party Beetle by Intense. We can see the real gangsters trying to move to a different position. Vipers with a nade in the direction of Snusky, and hits quite well. That second one might get the knock. No. That third one will got the knock against Herky though. Just stopped right in front of it. Car explodes, and he's not killed by that. That's weird. I would have expected that to kill him, especially since it almost hit him while flipping. Musky moving forwards, Party Beetle moving forwards as well. Now right in front of him. Aiming too high. Did not make. Oh, he saw his feet. And Snusky with a nice spray. Yeah, it's a knock against Party Beetle. Tried to get the kill in. Vipers though with the knock. Flush not confirmed yet. Chicken smoking forwards. Not seeing anything. What? That was a weird night. Was way too cooked. Shatter eliminated. Boten gets a knock in against Endrains. That's the DBS for you. Trying to fall back again. Not looking too good for Chiggleton. Right in the wrong direction. And he's eliminated by Vipress. Not quite sure how. Didn't even see her shooting. Intense trying to fall back again. Shots coming in from behind, from Perpetual Failure. Voice is trying to move forwards. Well, Booty McYellowswag is quite close to Nautilus. Eskimo still waiting for them to push forwards. Intense with the knock against Xerox. Eskimo spotted. Justin gets tagged quite hard. Dump knocked by John Boy. Otis coming in from behind. That's a good idea there. Justin gets knocked. And now it's only Otis. Sees John Boy. Spray coming out. Gets a knock. Eskimo over there. Spotted as well. Gets into the fight. And Team Nautilus is eliminated on rank 10. Party Beetle eliminated as well. Vipers gets knocked by Intense. Finotto. Moving forwards by Booty McYellowswag and, I guess, Coca-Cola Holy Hola are eliminated on rank 9 and 8. Physics quite... No, Intense quite close there to Finotto. Trying to move back all the way. Still all four alive for formulation. Tex already moving out of the compound and the airdrop just landed on top of the roof. It's very unfortunate. MK Fulton. Shaq moving up the hill. Wants to get an angle in against Perpetual Failure. Spectre already checking the right direction. Partially. Suddenly knocked by Vebis. Nice tag there. Shaq here's Fluffy shooting but can't see Fluffy. Well, Fluffy gets a knock against Vebis. Broken gets a flush in against Sutney. Bacho is spotted by Shaq. Gets a knock in, but not before Shaq can throw his nade. Still flush confirmed. Nade wasn't good. Behind enemy wives eliminated. Phone and Brawler dying against Sneakin and Tukin. Fluffy moving forwards. Searching for an entry. In the circle, while Tekis finds Fluffy. Nate might be good. Well, if it would have been cooked, it would have been perfect. Dixie coming in from behind. Tekis retreating already. And as you can see on the minimap, currently the circle is held solely by formulation. Physics now with a knock against Dixie. That normally would mean Tekis, you should move now. Trying again with a nade. Does not get the hit in against Fluffy. Natto is still alive. Quite close to Slowstorm and the 4 alcoholics. Fluffy sees Physics. Might be able to go for the rest on Dixie. Then over here, we have all players of Formulation Gaming. In the south, we have the valuable veterans. In the southwest, we have Slowstorm. They might be going for that fight now. Vince with the knock against Fluffy. Trent is not making that knock. Whiffy boy. And now he gets it and gets knocked by Shaq. HPFL gets another knock against Vivens and Broken. Almost gets himself knocked though. Oh, and that nade by Shaq hits the spot. But he gets killed from the side by Carpi, and therefore the valuable veterans are eliminated. 3 more kills for the count. Considering, in this case, Slowstorm. Moving forwards, Little Dumpling is eliminated by Sneakin. Even though the shots came from... Oh no, the shots came from him. Muddy was knocked as well. Carpi. Searching for Slowstorm. Notto moving forwards, proning down. Has Intense and Carpi right in front of him and Physics just above him. He's not seeing him. Well, Bernardo might have the stealth approach here. Snaky snake. Doing snaky things. This just leaves us with 4 players for formulation. Physics spotted right here by Fanato. It's not using a chance to go for the knock. Best possible solution for Perpetual Failure would be Fanato and Sneakin each getting a kill. Then it would be a 2 against 2. Sneakin spotted there. Fanato using his chance to move into the circle in the north. He can spot it. Not able to get a kill in. Glowstorm eliminated on 4. Which means we are down to 7 players. Coffee and Dixie moving forwards. Spotted though from above by Carpi. Coffee sees Carpi there. Nice text though by him. Carpi taking Fluffy down the notch. Fanato still waiting for his chance. Is still in the building. Phoenix, and that's it. GG, well played. 10 kills for the players from formulation, or well, 11. Fanato just above them. They have no clue where he was. They have a clue where he is now, though, and that's it. Physics with the P90. GG, well played. Winner chicken dinner with 12 kills. Formulation gets the chicken, but there was a team with more kills. In this case, Slowstorm with 13. 2,669 damage though, and 8 assists proves they could have gotten more than those 12 kills. Let's hop over for the partial leaderboard, for the match leaderboard. There we go. 12 kills plus 10 placement points means 22 additional points for them. Then we have 11 points for Waste, 8 points for Perpetual Failure, 17 points for Slowstorm, 6 points for the 4 Alcoholics, 8 for the Valuable Veterans, 2 for Behind Enemy Wives, 3 for Coca-Cola Holy Holder, 3 as well for Booty McYolosweg, 0 for Team Nautilus, 2 for the Real Gangsters, 0 for Kyatar. Then we have 4 for Bitfix, 1 for Klanen, and another 0 for Ukien Mix. Let's hop over for a quick break before I'll return with match number 3. There we go again. 633 points for Formulation now, with 548 for Bitfix. Then we have 495 for the Real Gangsters, 403 for Booty McYoloswag, 398, so barely scratching on the 400 points for Slow Storm. Then 386 for Behind Enemy Vice, 361 for Waze, 359 for Klanen, 294 for the 4 Alcoholics, 283 for Ukient Mix. Then we have 277 for Kyatter, 264 for Coca-Cola Holy Hola, 250 for Perpetual Failure, 212 for the Valuable Veterans, and now last with 208 point Team Nautilus. Match number 3 is upon us, though. We're going to hop over there to get back into the action. This time we are back on Rondo. And I'm somewhere else, so not with the plane. As you can see, our plane started below Rinjiang and we'll end slightly above Kunsha. First teams to drop out were the Valuable Veterans, Perpetual Failure, Slow Storm, and Team Nautilus, followed by the Real Gangsters, Klanen, and Formulation Gaming, as well as Waze, Ukient Mix, Bitfix, Booty McYoloswag, the 4 Alcoholics, and Coca-Cola Holy Hola. And last but not least, we have Kyatter and Behind Enemy Wives. Circle shifts, well, quite northern, with Dykes being just right in the middle of the circle. At least he was, till he decided to drive away. But he's going for loot, so I won't hold that against him, because he wants to fight, so can we all? At least all of us who are playing PUBG. Still, good position for him. This right here might be an even better position, considering that it's a bit more central. And player-wise, I think it's a bit better than the compound over there. Even though you will be, or you could be, oppressed by the high ground here. Nonetheless, everything will be depending on where the circle will shift exactly with shift 2 or phase 2. Which is all the way over there. So this is a big split for Team Nautilus. You can see 3 players over there, and well, the other one over here. So that's a big split. At least I would say so. Good thing though, there's no one between them, and all these space belongs to them. Let's see where Perpetual Failure is trying to go. Dixie going over the bridge already. Says, alright, this bridge is mine. I'll use it. Hasn't really found anything aside from that bus yet. So it will be interesting to see where Dixie's trying to go. Most likely trying to loot in the circle. Voting quite close to Hazer here. Getting back in his car. Voting trying to get over the bridge. And might get close to Dykes. He's already reloading his bolty. Shooting a bit. To say, yo, there are players here. Don't come close. Bolton heard that, so he got out of the car. Hellsawyer is being followed by Hazer, and Hazer gets the knock while Bolton is not successful. Even with a bolty headshot, at least it seemed like a bolty headshot. Mate is a bit, or way too short. Hazer takes the first kill this map. Nice tags there against Bolton. Another nade coming in. And that just landed right beneath the car. Bolton knocked as well. Well, we can see that Dykes also got a knock in against Evil. This is not looking too good for Klanen, but also not for Dykes, who gets knocked from the side. Because Simsy made it all the way over to the second compound. So it's a 1-1 trade, at least, between Klanen and Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Airdrop for high score. MG3 for him. That's tasty. As we can see right here. Now, Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, kinda is stuck in the middle between Klanen and Kjatter. This compound might be good as well. You can also play here on the little island on the bridge. Is they're trying to find a better position. That compound is free again. After Klanen decided to go somewhere else. Oh, that's looking like a lot of gas cans here. It's driving out again. Oh no, we replaced the car. Another one, so that means 3 in total. Rolled with a flush against Eskimo. That happened over... I'm not quite sure where that happened. Over here somewhere. Oh, here. It's over here. World got the kill in. Let's see if we will have a drive-by fight between Formulation and Waste. Shots coming out by Physics in the direction of Vipress. That looked like Vipress might have lost a tire and her car. That's very unfortunate. Fenotto going for the high ground. Vipress knocked by Carpi. Gets tagged by Fenotto though. And from the side it's intense visibility. Tecker. Tecker's coming even closer. Gets to flush in. And this is looking everything but good for Waste. Little Dumpling with the kill against Spectro. So we have a fight between the 4 Alcoholics and Perpetual Failure. Marty was quite close to the happening. Fluffy stopping. Fighting against Marty. But that truck took most of Fluffy's bullets. Trying to get away there. Already has a pop tire. Xerox now still quite close here to Formulation. We're already farming kills again. So I guess for next season we might rename them to Farmulation. Close, I'm getting in that direction now. What's that name? Might be suspect to get killed. Gonna hop over here. Fight between Team Nautilus and behind enemy wives. Although it looks like that fight might be over already. Attendant attackers below Xerox. Body Beetle already arriving in the circle though. Team Xerox are now quite split. We can see Coca-Cola, Holy Hola. The compound close to... Oh, it looks like a breach from Perpetual Failure maybe. Nice text by Fluffy against Taser, who gets knocked by Dixie. But then now with the breach. Tried to go for the drive-by, was not successful, but gets Lejord here. And now there's only Endrines, late in hand. Trying to fend off the arriving players from Perpetual Failure. Oh man, this is not good for my frames here. Flush by Fluffy. And with the knock against Dixie. Fluffy now the last. Or Perpetual Failure as well. So it's Endrains against Fluffy. And Perpetual Failure is eliminated by Clan, and same goes for Endrains. Stimsy and Eamon saying, well, it's nice of you to fight, so we only have to kill less players. Circle shifted to the southwest. And we can see some shots against Kjelven by Takis, who gets a knock. And therefore Team Nautilus loses a play as well. The rest are over here, already going for the rotation on the other side here. That might be a good position for them. Which is, well, we have to work on your parking skills. But you can do that for next season. Or in the last 3 matches after this one. That solely depends on you. Got in the direction of the 4 Alcoholics by Bitfix. So far, unfortunately, without kills for them. They would need quite more. Klanen with another knock against Turkey. Against Turkey by Eamon. Olsen. There's a Nate. Spervin and Simsy moving over. You can see the car arriving. Knock against Chiggletons of damage. Eamon. Here's him arriving. Nice tech there. And gets knocked. Simsy arriving above Snooski and Olsen. Nice tag against Snooski. Nice nade by Olsen. Gets tagged now by Spervin and knocked. And this just leaves Snooski, who's trying to get at least the kill against Eamon. Nate might be good for that, though. Nope. And he gets killed by the real gangsters. No, by Klanen. Reading. Real gangsters eliminated by Klanen, obviously. Spervin with the last kill against Snooski. Peyton with a knock against Likevum. Little Dumpling trying to get away there. Is successful, so the 4 Alcoholics will lose a player. And Bitfix finally will get their first kill. We saw another airdrop over here. Or Sexy. Oh, and he even has a cold pistol. Flare. Stay quite close here to the 4 Alcoholics. He might want to get away there. Even though he still has Symphonize above him. But considering how far away Symphonize is, it won't be an immediate help in a fight. It's a good idea with not engaging in that fight yet. Circle shifted. Good position. Still 4 Team Nautilus and 4 behind enemy wives. Most likely Circle will shift over to the bottom half here. Because this area is way bigger. I guess the end circle will be around here-ish. Proxy quite close here to Team Nautilus. Sees at least the car and has seen Justin. If I'm not mistaken. But right above him, or close to him, he has Party Beetle and Xerox. Last 2 players are 4 ways. Searching for ways to play better We can get some kills as well as placement points. 12 teams remain. One of those is over here. Jumbo with a kill against Stee. While Grandis is not quite sure how to turn on his bus. That's tricky, I tell you. Got it. Over there, below Peyton. He seems to know that Scarlet is there, but is not sure how to approach him. Eamon took care of an airdrop as well. But he does not want to play the DBS. Well, I guess I know way. Scarlet now killed by Adel. We can see that the airdrop was called. And we have double MG3 for Bitfix now. Copy and Insens with some shots in the direction of the 4 alcoholics. We're still searching for a spot to play. Circle shifts against them. Like I said, it will shift over here, and it did. Okay, granted, I said over here. Over here, but it did shift over here. Nonetheless, good position for behind enemy-wise, Bitfix, as well as Slowstorm and Booty McYellowswag. Up over here. So I guess this will be the next goal for Bitfix over here. We'll try to get to that compound, Broughton Fon. Trying to help from behind. Justin with the kill against Zimmerman. Did call an airdrop. Oops. And this one has another DBS. They won't be happy about that. While Simsy might get another airdrop as well. Right here. And he most likely will be happier with an MG3. There's a lot of MG3s here. Booty McYellowswag. Well, if they would check their back, they might be able to get a knock-in against Bitfix. So they can now knock against Xerox. Party Beetle tagged as well. Will still be able to go for the rest, though. Xerox is quite well hidden. Still says, move a bit, man. Still to open. Symphonized kills, shots in the direction of Otis. Volleyball veterans trying to run for it. Kirin gets a knock against Dump. Justin trying to save him here. Now the 4 alcoholics found Otis from behind. They get shot at by Carpi. Gets a knock against Marty in the flush as well. Elfin myself says, yeah, nice of you to show. Can go. Bitfix fighting against Klanen. Did arrive over here. Nate might be good just below the bus. Sexy trying to get an angle in. Good position against Spurven, and he gets killed by Scorbo. Intense with the kill against Xerox. Klanen eliminated on rank 10. Justin trying to get in the circle together with Dump. On the other side, we can see Formulation getting the knock-in against him. Alpha myself steals the kill though. Dump gets killed by Intense, and that's it for Team Nautilus as well on rank 9. As you can see, there's a... Oh, we still have one player for Kyoto, which is Proxy. And over there we have Slowstorm, still complete. 2 players left for Booty McYellowswag. 4 players. No, 3 players left for bit. 4 players left for Bitfix. And 3 players left. 4 behind enemy wires. Because they lost Bullet against Rebis. Mate. Will not be good. Other forces with a knock against Kirin though. Yes, it's still in there. Question is, will they go for the fight? Yes, AV already pushing over here. Sees broken, gets a knock in. Other forces on the other side. Pushes forward, sees Kirin, gets a knock. Beavis, the last man standing, gets a knock against him though. And AV and Fawn gets a kill in. And the valuable veterans are eliminated on rank 8. Bitfix fighting against Booty Miguel Swag John Boy with a knock against Saxy. Tries to get the flush in. Is successful. And now Bitfix is left with 3 players as well. 2 now. Maybe. And that's it. Booty Miguel Swag eliminated. They did get 2 kills though. Another nade coming in. Phaeton has to prone. Tukin knocked by Phaeton though. MG3 is successful at that. And is spotted. Nice tags by... Oh, he's trying to get away with the bus. That's not looking too good for him. Use the MG3 power man. Oh well. He makes it to the compound. Phaeton gets a kill against Tukin though. Takas with a push in the direction of Fawn. 9 kills again for formulation. We can see AV and Arlo forces arriving here. AV fighting against Takas. Proning, flash coming out. AV says, "Yeah, I'm gonna use a car to get away here." Just staying there. Fawn. Let's go with a knock against Arlo forces. Kill confirmed by Phaeton. Fawn gets knocked by a Carpi. Which just leaves it AV. Take this right above AV. He's AV and that's... No! AV with the knock against Sackets, but Inten's coming in from the side. Gets a kill and that's it. Behind enemy wives eliminated. We are down to our top 4. 1 player left for Klanen. For Kjatar. 2 players for Bitfix. 3 for Slowstorm. And last but not least, 4 for Formulation. Might be 3. If Tackets gets killed there. And the rest will hop in over there. Then Maestgor and Phaeton. HPFL sneak in Grundis. And last but not least, Physics. Attack copy. Tackers, Intense, and Physics. Proxy moving forwards. Can see sneaking below him. Gets tagged by Physics though. While trying to get that kill. And that's it. Copy successful. Anders moving forwards. That might be a good position. FL with shots in the direction of Intense does not get the knock so far. Nice try though. Grandis and Sneakin are below him. Maestgor moved forward. Good position for him as well. Phaeton still staying a bit behind. Trying to get that angle in. HPFL still in the compound. Bandaging. The question is, where do you want to go? And he gets shot out of the car by Intense. Happy with the knock against Grandis. This just leaves sneaking. Watch against Grandis is confirmed. Position for high score with some shots in the direction of formulation. Push from formulation in direction of sneaking. And he's eliminated quite fast. Airdrop for Tekis, getting that good old Groza. Question is, how does that fare against two MG3s? Intent's not really sure where to go. Just driving around aimlessly, searching for the last two opponents. Nice text by high score against Tekis here. Intense has the angle though, moving forwards as well. MG3 in hand, and Intense gets the knock-in against Phaeton. And now it's just high score. See if he's able to get at least one knock-in. And no, he's not. Tekis with the kill. GG, well played. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. The back-to-back for formulation with 17 kills, 2,400 damage, and 14 assists. Holy smokes, it's almost as much assists as kills. But they will shoot up in the ranks with that. 27 points additionally to their 633, which means 660 in total. If they get 6 more points in the next match, I will be happy. Bitfix with 9 points on second means they get 15 in total. Well, Slowstorm not as lucky with only 6 points. Kjatter, though, quite happy with their 4 points replacement because they didn't get a kill. Behind Enemy Wives, 9 points. Booty McYellowswag, 5 for the 4 alcoholics. Well, with 1 placement point and 3 kills. Valuable Veterans with 2 points. Then we have 1 point for Team Nautilus, 9 for Klanen, 0 for Waze and Okin mixed as well as the Real Gangsters, 3 for Coca-Cola Holy Hola, and 2 for Perpetual Failure. And now we'll hop over for a quick break and a short restart before we will head into match number 4. Boy. 660 points versus 563. So formulation now almost 100 points in front of Big Fix. Then we have 495 for the Real Gangsters. So another almost 70 points lead for Bitfix in regards to rank 3. Then we have 90 points almost for the Real Gangsters in regards to Booty McYeldoswag with 408 points. I can see the points for Slowstorm because it says 404 not found. 395 for Behind Enemy Wives, 368 for Klanen, as well as 361 for Waze. On rank 9, the 4 alcoholics are still fighting with themselves to get those magical 300 points with their 298 now. Then we have 283 for Ukien Mix, 281 for Kjatter, 267 for Coca-Cola Holiola, 252 for Perpetua Feia, 214 for the Valuable Veterans, and last but not least, Team Nautilus with 209. And we're gonna hop over. Match number 4 will await us right here, right now, on good old Tego. There we go. As you can see, we start close to the eastern edge, quite close to Ohyang, and we'll end our travel in Harpo. And this means everything in the north is not really accessible for the team, so this just roughly might sum up where the teams will be able to jump to. Hermusar, Godok, Wolsong, Army Base, Yongchon, Shipyard, and Airport will be a tough stretch. Everything else will mostly be reachable for the teams, but we'll see where they will jump once the plane has started. There it goes. Match number 4 of 6. After this, we only have 2 more maps for you, both on Erangel and for the players as well, though. Both on Erangel. Before this iteration of the Good Game Ligaen will come to a close. First to drop out are Kjatter as well as Team Nautilus and Behind Enemy Wise. Following them are Klanen and the Real Gangsters, as well as next up the Valuable Veterans and Formulation. Considering Slowstorm and Bitfix as well. Waze and Coca-Cola Holiola jumping out. Ukind as well. And this just leaves not that much of teams, but still 3 with Booty McYeldoswag, Perpetua Feia, and the 4 alcoholics. Oh, we might get a school hot drop here between Coca-Cola, Holiola, and Waze. This will also be where we go. Let's see if they will commit to it. Look, it's looking quite likely. Better shoot for Party Beetle, Xerox, Venotto, and Viapris on top of the roof. The Yord also with an M4 already. Hazer with the MP5. Andrines gets a kill against Beetle gets a kill against Andrines. First kill of the match for Waze. Mate. That might have been a good one. Hands on the stairs. 3 against 4. Number-wise, Waze has an advantage against Coca-Cola Holiola now. Especially with that Panzer from Venotto. The Yordo with Shotty. Shots in the direction of Waze. Party Beetle with a Shotty of his own. Venotto with the Panzer in hand. Good thing we have a wall hack in observer mode. Liliot knocked by Xerox. Otto wants to go for the flush. Stairs down. Did he dive there, didn't he? Confirming the kill against Liliot. Double Panther. Asa with some shots. And that's it. Panzer saves the day. Panotto with the kill against Dykes, and Coca-Cola Holy Hola is eliminated on rank 15 at the first team this round. Next up, fight between Nokian Mix and Bitfix right here. Ski quite unlucky here. Driving his car against that tree. Maskin quite close. Sexy with a knock against Scarlet. The knock by Adel. High score with a nade against Maskin. This just leaves one, and that's Symphonize, who's trying to get away as fast as he can. Or, well, we could also quite say flying away as fast as he can. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Symphonize in his pony. Circle shifted, though, to the east, which is quite a hard shift, considering that this might be actually, considering this is 50-ish%, I guess, this should be 45% of unplayable area. Also, quite close here to behind enemy wives AV. Might come back to him in the future. Good position for him, though. Formulation says, all right, we're going to fly in. Same goes for the standard SR Mac, I guess. From, I guess, Intense. Just not really willing to stay in his weapon. Good little graphic box. One, yeah, should be from Intense. Physics is in his weapon. Intense not so much. So, as you can see, they're searching for a position to play. And we'll find Kyatter, it seems, down here. Hey, Candy, welcome. Even though you will hear that in 15 minutes only. Glad to have you again. Shots coming out. Tackers. Lands on his feet. This is not looking too good anymore for Kyatter. Considering that Formulation is willing to fight this. And Boten gets a knock against Tackers. Gets knocked by Intense from behind, though. Wash confirmed. One-on-one trade. Alfie with some shots and almost gets knocked there. That's just 1 HP here. Simply with a knock against Herky. Will stay here. Nate coming out. Not good. Question is, what is Halsor doing? Oh. Nice shots from behind. Gets a knock against Physics. Well, Physics gets a knock against Innerman, though. And the valuable veterans are arriving with this fight. Same goes for Phone, who gets the kill against Physics. And now it's an all-out war. Right here for that little compound. Between 4 teams. Kyatter, Formulation, behind enemy wives, and the valuable veterans. All fighting for this little piece of heaven. Or this little piece of earth. Won't say it's heaven. Tech is back on his feet, though. Hellsoy knocked by Broken. Was spotted by the valuable veterans. And this was a kill against Nuski. Can hear some shots in the back. Real Gangsters eliminated. What happened there? Tuken killed by Tuken. Blue zone nades. I get some damage in against Proxy, who gets knocked. Enderman. the last alive, and therefore Kjatter eliminated by Formulation Gaming. 3 kills for them, but they consider getting knocked as well. Beavis with a knock against Intense, while Isle of Forces gets a kill against High Score, who gets killed by Phaeton. Symphonize with a kill against Garden. We'll stay here in this fight, at least for the moment. Next team is already arriving, which are the 4 alcoholics over here. Broke knocked by behind enemy wire. Broke knocked by Bitfix, and over here we have Fawn as one of the 2 last players for behind enemy wives. Attackers with a knock against Kirin. Happy trying to go for the rest there. Blue zone nade coming out. That should be it for Intense. Trying to get... Nah, didn't make it. I saw it as much. Attackers now. Ooh, nice tags here against Attackers. This is not looking too good for Formulation. Another knock. Tech is successful against Vibis, but Kirin is back on his feet. Tech's now knocked from this side by Marty. 4 alcoholics enjoying this fight. Nice nade there. Didn't hit Kirin though. Was a bit too short. Copy. Thinking about pushing forwards. Shack knock though. That nade might be good. Oh yeah. That killed Phoebus. Nade. Blue nade coming in from behind. Gets a kill up against Broken. 4 alcoholics did move up. Marty with a kill against Tech is successful. Still have 2 more players right in here. 4 alcoholics moving closer. That nade will find no one. Rest of the circle is fighting as well over here. And see Slow Storm fighting against Clan and fighting against Waze. They get Waze to fight. Damn, why is there so much fights happening? That's unusual. Normally I would say last game, fast game, but it's the third to last game. Carpi now killed by Kirin. Sorry for shifting between those fights. Spurven will be dead. Simsy will be dead. Evo, nowhere near close. Xerox gets knocked. Ah, man. That's... I'm sorry I didn't catch that. That's almost suicide by emergency cover flare. HPFL might be able to get that kill if he's not throwing the nade too far. And he does. Nice try, though. HPFL not spotted by Vipress there. Nice nade. HPFL sees Party Beetle. Nice tags against Vipress. Gets knocked by Xerox. This just leaves Tuken, and he gets a knock in. Vipress knocked. Another knock for him. This just leaves two, and there's only 1 at the compound so far. Still another flash. And Xerox gets a kill, and that's it for Slow Storm. They are eliminated, but Evil is back on his feet together with Simsy. They will try to get something out of this fight. Simsy now the last remaining player for Klanen. This Party Beetle gets tagged though. This is not looking too good here. Party with a Mollo. Nice try. Lands only on the roof of the tent here. Drops in the back of them. Party taking the high ground. Xerox taking the low ground. Sees him, and that's it. GG, well played. Klanen eliminated on rank 8. And this is how the map looks now. We only have 7 teams remaining. Perpetual failure all the way around here. Around Booty McYellow's whack. Then over here we have Team Nordless. Behind enemy wise with Avi, the only left survivor for behind enemy wise. And all the way over here, we have the 4 alcoholics, or 1 player for the 4 alcoholics was Elf and myself. A lot of airdrops quite close to AV. Well, the main drop has not been looted yet. Groza in there. Right here, level 3 helmet. Adrenaline, Blue Zone Nade, Tactical Stock. Another level 3 helmet. An AWM. Oh, level 3 West. DBS. Well, there's a lot of stuff in here. Cheek pad first aid. And another level 3 helmet. So this is quite a lot of stuff. So I guess the 4 alcoholics would be happy about that. Everyone would. But circle shifts to the north. And that's good for Bitfix as well as Waits. Because they are the only ones currently in the circle. There's another airdrop over here. This one has an MG3. X Quick. 762 and another level 3 vest. Oh, over here are 2 more. Suppressor and another level 3 vest and a ghillie suit. 1 more over here. And it's a 4-time scope. That Bitfix over here was the only team in the north, but as you can see in the back, 4 alcoholics already with the rotation. But they have to move a bit. I'm not quite sure where Lyquin wants to move. But most likely my guess would be on top of the hill where he would be completely fine. There's no one here. So this would mean like this chunk roughly would be in his control now. Because you can see all the way over here. There's no one there, so, well, looking good. Rex down here. Eskimo knocked. John Boy now, the last man in the compound. Spectro coming close. Dixie knocked by Rex. Eskimo killed as well. So it's a 1-1 trade. And another knock. Fluffy against John Boy. And this just leaves Rex over here, who gets some Texan against Sutney. Not able to get the kill though. AV still out in the blue, needs to move. Nautilus making it to the circle. Circle shifts away from all teams. Alphanotto gets a knock-in against Sotney. Well done. Having the awareness to check the blue for opponents. Rex has to watch out. Will not get the kill against Sotney. Question is, does he have a car over here? Well, there are at least 2. Plus, he gets some heal from the bodies of his teammates. Spectre and Fluffy going for this compound, most likely. Well, we can see that the 4 alcoholics will try to play this compound, maybe. Bitfix might be going for this compound. And then the question is, where do Team Nautilus and Waze go? At least those might be my suggestions. This will be interesting. Rex killed by the blue. Bitfix was able trying to get the rotation. and positioning him. Nobody shoots him, so he will be happy to get that compound. Only getting in there like them, trying to get away from Team Nordlis. Trying to play the compound unmentioned. Emergency pickup plate. Fluffy now quite close to waste. It's coming in. Fluffy almost gets knocked. Not only almost gets knocked by Waze. Sexy with a knock against Party Beetle. Helping Spectre here. Gets a kill as well. Like them with a kill against Fluffy. Steals it one from Waze. That means the 4 alcoholics most likely will have their 300 points now. Spectre trying to get away. Flying through the air everywhere. So this is his compound for now. Everything else now is shots on range. Circle good for him. Vipress, Fenotto, and Zarx might try to get to his position. Even though they still have to get over there. And Circle might be around here-ish. We already had that one. AV still in the blue. Still needs to get into the circle somehow. Oh, that will be close. Close call, close call. But is able to do so. Spectro shooting in all directions. 2 kills so far for Perpetual Fear. Which is not looking too good for them. Not too bad either. Derex gets a kill against Spectro. Sorry, I didn't catch that. They did breach him in the end. No chance for Spectro. Now it's all about AV. Most likely AV will die against Waze. AV does not die against Bitfix. Not the best position, to be honest. Would have maybe gone for this position over here. Because it will shift again in this direction. Especially considering there are airdrops coming in over here. Rosa. Your level 3 gear would benefit AV as well. While Fating says, well, I got an angle. And gets knocked by Otis. Unfortunate. Still good shots in against AV. And AV might be able to retaliate now with a kill. Only has bandies now though. Waste with some shots. AV says, man, I don't want to show myself. Vipress gets the... Well, no, Otis gets a kill. Marty with a kill against AV. This just leaves us with 4 teams. 2 players left for Bitfix. 3 for the 4 Alcoholics. 3 for Waze. And 4 for Team Nautilus. Vipress gets the emergency, gets the airdrop here. But if I'm not mistaken, there is no links in there. Vipress did not want to play the links. Fenotto gets a Groza, says, well, there's a lot of loot here. Why not take it? And over there we have Skelvin and Justin, as well as Otis and Dump. Close to Saxy and Adel for Bitfix. Run it, dump. Run it. There's no one coming from there. Could hear the shot from Sexy. Just push it. Has seen Sexy now. Trying to move back through the tent. They have to move. Same goes for Xerox though. But he can move just with the ridge. Play over here somewhere. Good positioning by Vipers and Fanotto. Holding a good chunk off the circle here. For myself, Marty, and like them. 44 Alcoholics. Question is, how will Team Nautilus fare when under pressure? Xerox could so easily get those kills against Bitfix. He's Sexy. Not. Well, he could have gotten it easy. He didn't. He's coming in again. But he's already away. Edelzo trying to get some vision. Sees Fanotto. Gets some tags in, but gets tagged by Dump as well. Well, Sexy gets tagged by Xerox. He still has nades and 5 kills already. Man. With only 483 damage. Let's see where Bitfix is trying to go. If they're just trying to play the roof here. Who knows? First nade by Xerox, Vipers and Fanotto moving over. We'll check out where the circle goes. Shifting in favor of Waze. Shifting away from the 4 Alcoholics, which need to move and will probably try to move here if they still have a car. Yeah, they still have the UAZ over here. It has a pop tire though, but might still be good. Or has it 2 pop tires? No, 1 pop tire. Then we have Team Nautilus. They just need to move up to this place somewhere. They can play this rock here. At least from Dumpcam. Sexy and Adel need to move to Xerox's position. That's the only chance for them. And Xerox is proning in this little bush here. Trying to kill them while trying. It'll almost knock there. Actually moving the car forwards a bit. Darks. There's some shots in the direction of Sexy. Well, Dump gets a knock and flush in against Marty. Elf and myself killed by Justin. Sexy knocked through the blue. Edel now in trouble. 7 kills for Bitfix. Trying to move forwards, trying to get away from the blue. Has no helmet left. With a smoke. Gets tagged by Xerox. Not seeing Adel. It's not looking too good for them though. Like them eliminated. And Waze most likely will take home the chicken dinner. Adel spotted again. And gets killed. Kyoto, that nade might be perfect. Bounces off of the tree, but still gets a knock against Stump. Otis knocks this, just leaves Justin. If this continues, they might be able to get more points in than the valuable veterans. Blue zone nades coming in. And that should be it for Otis. Molly as well. And that's it. GG well played. Fenotto's nade finds Justin. And therefore, Waze gets a winner chicken dinner with 16 kills, 2,326 damage, almost 2,327, and 9 assists. Let's check out how much every team got. Waze, 26 points. Team Nautilus got 9. Bitfix with, let me calculate, 12. Then we have 12 as well for the 4 Alcoholics. 5 points for Behind Enemy Wives, 4 for Perpetual Failure, 3 for Booty McYolo's 4 for Clarnin, 5 for Slowstorm, 3 for the Valuable Veterans, 4 for Formulation Gaming, 1 for Ukient Mix, 0 unfortunately for Kyoto and the Real Gangsters, as well as Coca-Cola Hola. We're gonna hop over for a quick break before we'll be back with match number 5. And another try. 664 only for Formulation. They still have to get 2 more points to reach the magical number 666. Then we have 575 for Bitfix, 495 for the Real Gangsters, 411 for Booty McYolo's 409 for Slowstorm, 400 for Behind Enemy Wives, 387 for Waste, 372 for Clarnin, and finally 310 for the 4 Alcoholics. Following them closely with 284 points, we have Ukient Mix and 281 for Kyatter. Following that, there are Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, Perpetual Failure, Team Nautilus, and last but not least, the Valuable Veterans with 267, 256, 218, and 217 points. Let's hop over for match 5, our second to last match, unfortunately, of the Good Game Ligaen. And as you can see, our plane started quite slow from the top to the bottom. We go all from north to south. Closely to Zaverny we started and will end close to Sosnovka. And this right here shows us the peace, the island of peace, Erangel. Well, not as peaceful anymore, because 60 players will battle out right here. And we might have a hot drop between Formulation and Bitfix. At least it looks like Intense and Techers are quite close here. Same might apply for Kjatar Slowstorm as well as over here for Klanen and Ukin Mix. So yeah, there's a lot of teams quite close to each other. Circle shifts in favor of Sosnovka Island. First to reach it, first to beach it. Because the first team might arrive just on the beach. Well, we can see the first shots by Sutney in direction of Waze here. Not able to get that knock-in though. And it looks like Formulation is already going for that rotation to Sosnovka Island, or at least to their teammates, and trying to play the therapy here. RP and Physics already there. Tech is an Intense going for the rotation as well. Well, and we got our first kill. Symphonize successful against Evil. Let's see where that happened. Over here. Symphonize just above Simsy. Sim gets an knock. Retaliation. Got it. On top of the hill. He is retreating. Same goes for Maskin. So they just wanted to take that kill with him before retreating. Well, we can see that Botan might get some new friends here in form of Tukin and Grandis. Because they're coming close, pushing him. Retreating to the back of the hospital. Alright guys, I need your help, man. They're pushing me. Looks like he might be able to get away though. Depends on HPFL who sees him. Gets the first 2 tags in, 3 tags, and gets a knock. We can hear an emergency pickup called by behind enemy wires. Well, if Tukin had a nade, he just could throw it down there. Or he could have done that earlier to get the kill against Botan. While now HPFL the one getting the harmful shots. See harmful that message. Oh, Grandis gets knocked by Halsoy. Well, there was an unfortunate push. We can see that Sneakin is trying to get an angle in against Innerman. Let's see what the rest of the teams is doing. Looking good so far. Not much trouble. So we'll still stay here. Check out what you can sneak in and HPFL can do against Kjatar. Nice tags there by HPFL. You most likely won't like that click, click, click. retreating as well. Trying to grab proxy. This means that Kyatar most likely will try to leave from South George. North George. No, South George. Bitfix going for rotation. Let's see where their new home will be. Top hill still free. Trying to go for the direct approach though. Xerox does not see them. I'm not quite sure why. Fire press, spotted. Gets tagged quite hard. 21 HP remain. Party Beetle and Fanato now with some shots in the direction of Bitfix. Well, over here, we found more shots, and Scarlet gets the knock-in against Otis. Team Nautilus trying to get over there. Oh man, another knock against Dump. Justin and Skelvin, the last two remaining players for Team Nautilus, trying to get away here from Ukient Mark. Ukient Mix. Ukient Mark sounds good as well, though. Might change that for next time. Bitfix pushing against Xerox. And from above, we can see the real gangsters approaching. Viper's trying to get away. There's a lot of shots coming in. Erky and Olsen make it to the roof. Tickletons of damage not by Phaetons. Adel getting the kill against Xerox. So 2 kills. 1 kill for Bitfix. Olsen with the knock against Saxy. Has to watch out now though. They're not on knock by Snooski. That's Jiggletons of damage is still alive. Turkey running around, getting the knock against Phaeton. Flush is well confirmed. Nice tags against Olsen by behind enemy-wise. Nate coming out. Unfortunately bounces off. That one is better, but still not perfect for Herky. Who's back another one, another corner. Behind enemy-wise retreating. Over here. Snooski was able to knock Party Beetle, but Viper's is able to get the kill against him. Says, nah, why should I go for the rest on Beetle? It's his own fault that he's out there. High score coming in. Let's get the high ground against Olsen and Herky. They might not see him. Dropping down from above. With a knock against Party Beetle. Oh, Perpetual Fate did arrive somewhere. Viper's killed as well by our forces. Herky fighting against Sexy Shooty. Sexy Shouty. And gets knocked here. This just leaves Olsen as last man standing for the real gamers. For the real gangsters. Which might be real gamers as well. So no foul, no harm. Circle shifted again. This time. Oh. This is a bridge cam. First knock in, second knock in, third knock. Oh, weapon is empty. Shotgun. Physics gets a kill in against Bourbon. And Klanen is eliminated on rank 14 by formulation. And I'm happy that it shifted over there. Yeah, where was I? Yes, circle shifted over to the west of the map. Or to the west of the previous circle. Well, Olsen got a knock in. Sees Ale as well. Another knock for him. Gets a flush. Second one not that much though. Sexy Shouty now the last remaining player. Which is not knocked. For a bit fixed. 3 kills for them already. 3 kills as well. For Formulation Gaming. Olsen advancing. Goes around the corner and gets killed by Shouty. Therefore, Bitfix still alive with 4 kills now. Eskimo with the knock against Maskin. And the flush. Steve almost dead as well. 1 HP remained for him. Garrett with nade in hand. That's not a good one. Eskimo already retreating. So yeah, Ukin makes still left with 2 players. Good position for them. 2 players as well for Nautilus. And we have 4 for Formulation Gaming. 4 as well for the valuable veterans and the players from the 4 alcoholics, as well as behind enemy wives. Perpetual Fae as well. And also for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. 3 left for Slowstorm. Butcher McYelders back with 4 as well. Then we have 2 for Ukint Mix and 4 as well for Kjatter. And there's an airdrop over here, which might be in favor. Oh yeah, farmers. Deckers might like that. It's running around as a big chicken here. Chicken, chicken, chicken. The dumpling falling back a bit. Well, we can see there's not much happening in regards to fights, so everything is happening on range. Dixie, if you turn around... No. Dixie just barely is not seeing that airdrop. Oh, nice. Shots in the direction of Intens. Almost gets a knock there. Oh. Ah. Has not seen the airdrop again. Come on, Dixie. To your left. There. Over there. Behind the tree. You saw it in the corner of your eye. Maybe Spectre will find it. All my hopes are on him now. Circle shifted again. Away from main island, so... This will be interesting. Oh, they do have an emergency pickup. The valuable veterans. They need that one. They could swim. They could... Is there still a boat left? Nope. But they could take the ferry to get closer to the shore. Or they could take the ferry pier bridge. Okay, so with some shots, like them gets killed by attackers while Intens gets knocked by a little dumpling. I'll hop over there. He's knocked over here. A little dumpling close. Retreating already again. Marty with the knock against all our forces. Isko gets a kill though. The point 4-bit fix. 0 kills so far for the 4 alcoholics. 4 kills, 4 formulation. 5 now, if I'm not mistaken. 4-bit fix. Yes. Then over here we have Stee and Scarlet. Searching for a position. Let's see where the valuable veterans will try to drop. Will be interesting to see. They might try to go for the position from Bitfix or even further behind. Nope. Going for the position of Slowstorm. We're on their roof, so I'm not quite sure why they try to do that. It's the best position they can play. But they will be able to go down there. This will be a nice fight. HPFL trying to get the knock in and gets the knock in against Kirin. Gets knocked by Shaq though. Now it's 4 against, no, 3 against 2, to be precise. Flush confirmed. Kirin will be back on his feet, maybe. What's a nice try for an 8. Blue zone nade. Bounces back on the fence. Is not good though. Chicken not going for the push. Chicken not going for the push as well. Scarlet with Panther in hand, waiting for formulation. And knocked himself. He already knocked Takis. So that was a null round. Okay, 14 over here. Got him with a knock against Lil Yord. Is he trying to get over to go for the res here? A move. Is he able to do so? Looks good. Nope. He gets killed. Intense with a headshot. Next fight over here. Booty McYolosback versus Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Dykes with a knock against Garden. Hazer with a knocked by Hazer gets knocked by John Boy though. Dykes trying more than he can chew. Gets knocked by Eskimo, and this just leaves Andrines, who's trying to go for the res. Gets Hazer back to his feet. Will most likely not be able to get Dex back. Nice tag, nice knock. Androids has to watch out though. Eskimo almost knocked. Dex coming over. Well, alright. Next team advancing. Fluffy with a knock against Eskimo. Spectro gets killed by Skjelven. Now it's a 1 against 2 over here. Between Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, and Pooty McYellowswack. Trying to get away while Slowstorm is eliminated by the valuable veterans. Elf and myself killed by high score. And Ryans and Hazer trying to get away there, saying, alright, you take that. We take the compound down here. Might want to fight for that. The Dumpling fighting against Formulation, and that's it. 4 alcoholics eliminated on rank 10. Gonna hop over there, because the valuable veterans have found new friends with Innermoon, Hellsoy, Botan, and Proxy. Nice shots against Kirin, gets knocked. Proxy will move forwards. Kirin flushed. This just leaves Shaq and Vivis. Shaq has a good position there. He just has to wait for Kyatter to approach them. Fluffy with a knock against Skjelven. Knock against Innerman. Immortus eliminated. Justin was found by Fluffy as well. And Sexy came in from behind to get the knock. Fluffy kills those through falling after getting knocked by John Boy. Sexy healing. No helmet anymore for him. Gets a kill against Shaq though. A good peek. He's Botan. Gets tagged. Hellsoy knocked. Well played. What a shot. He's still alive. Intense with a knock against Highscore. Gets a kill as well. Formulation just cleaning house now. No nades for Sexy, who gets killed by Enderman, and Bitfix is eliminated on rank 8. He's, like I said, still alive. Facing off here against Kyatter. Nice tags. So I'm moving forwards and gets the kill. And that's it. Valuable veterans eliminated on 7. And over here we still have Formulation Gaming. Perpetual Failure close to behind enemy wives. Over here we have the 4 players for Booty McYellowswack. Down here we have Hazer and Andrines for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. And that's it. Those are our last 6 teams. Intense jump in and joy with that MK14. They lost Tackers, unfortunately, but at least they got 8 pounds, not 8 points now. 3 kills. Plus an additional placement point, at least. Or 2, better said. Minimum. Shots in the direction of Eskimo. Another attack, another attack. On the other side, Kyatter is coming close. Not have a good position here in the direction of behind enemy wise. Well, Physics gets the kill against Proxy. Was just a tad too slow to get over the road. There's a bike here they could use. Get further. Dixie spotted by Rax. Trying to get the UAZ through to safety. Formulation. If they continue like this, they might get the back-to-back chicken. Oh no, they didn't. They won match number 2 and 3. Lost match number 4. Oh, Physics gets the P90. Gets tagged out. Fawn with a knock against Dixie. Which just leaves Sotney. Cars will blow up, but will not kill Dixie nor Sotney. Physics with a knock against Fawn. Guessing the tree is in the way. Bloop. That's a fast car. Heavy with a knock against Physics. Fawn back on his feet. Bolt moving up as well. Pushed in the wrong direction there. Copy tagged as well. Elsoy trying to get an angle. Gets tagged by Copy. Barely able to conceal himself. Wondering. I haven't seen one single mortar yet. Are there no mortars on our angle? I hardly doubt that, but we haven't seen one yet. Physics. Let's see what he can do. Hazer with a knock against Botan. Behind enemy wise, pushing closer now. Let's see. Scarpy. Intense coming in from above. Gets tagged quite hard as well and knocked. And now it's only Physics. One running below him. P90 gets a deep done. And that's kill 10 for Formulation Gaming. Physics now fighting against Brawls and AV. Outside coming in from the side. Almost. That would have been almost good. How the heck did Sutney get over here? Oh, that wasn't good enough, but it still was a knock though. Let's hop back to Physics here. And he gets killed. Eskimo with the kill again, with the knock against Hellsoy. Drones. Good position against Booty McGill. So theoretically, they could use the car, get up the hill there, and take over the position Garden and Rex are playing. Hopefully, just get away from this dip here. This dip is hell. Theoretically. Dixie's still alive. Last player for Perpetual Failure. Trying to get away with here. Garden within. Oh, that's a nice nade. Acer and Android's dead. Well, we can see 1, 2, 3, and 4 players left, even though there's another knock-in against Booty McYellow's back. Rex. Still knocked, but will be... Oh no, he won't be back on his feet. Perpetual Failure eliminated. That kill goes on the count for behind enemy wives, I guess. Or for Bunny. For Eskimo, I'm not quite sure. Still 3 players left for Kyatter. 3 for Booty McYellow. Swag. And 2 players left for behind enemy wives. Boatin gets a kill against Rax. Not surprising. Over here. Question is, who sees who first? Eskimo, Boatin, or Boatin, Eskimo? Well, I guess they're both not seeing each other. I just saw Boatin because I knew he was there. Catcher falling back. Circle in favor of behind enemy wives, though. Booty McYellow Swag and Catcher both have to get to the circle. Heavy so far. Damage leader with 727.89 damage in this match. 672 for Eskimo. We have 482 for Boatin. There will be not much happening in the next few seconds, I guess, if this continues. Pressure being applied against Kyatter because the circle will move and they have to move forwards as well. They have the high ground, but they're visible. And that's the biggest problem they're currently facing. Garden, John Boy, and Eskimo with good positions. Same goes for Brawl and Navy. Most likely Kyatter will move in the direction of Booty McYellow. Garden now with the first knock here. Eskimo moving up the hill. We'll try to go for the push. Maybe has no nades, but two flashes left. John Boy gets almost knocked. Also knocked by Eskimo, who gets knocked by Boatin and flushed as well. Re-knock though against Innermoon by Garden. This just leaves Boatin, who gets tagged by John Boy again, and he gets killed by Garden. This just leaves us. Wait a second. Oh yeah. All right. With 4 plays. And AV has the right idea here. But on the other hand, does not really know where the opponents are. Might have seen, or has seen Garden in the corner of his eye. Better position for Broad, who was spotted by Garden. This might be AV's chance. Guarding using the card, trying to bait and get an angle in. We see some nice nade there against Garden. Knock confirmed, and this just leaves John Boy fighting against Brold, and he was spotted by Brold, and that's it. GG, well played. Winner, chicken dinner for behind enemy wise with 7 kills. More kills though by Booty McYolo's Swag with 10 and 2000 damage, as well as 8 assists by Formulation. Including the total of the placement points, we have 17 points by behind enemy wise, 16 for Booty McYolo's Swag, then 11 for Kyatter, 7 for Perpetual Failure, at least 3 for placement points for Coca-Cola Holy Hola, 12 points for Formulation, 4 points for the Valuable Veterans, 8 points for Bitfix, 1 point only for Team Nautilus and the 4 Alcoholics, as well as Slowstorm, Ukian with 3 as well for the Real Gangsters, and another point for each Klanen and Waze. Let's hop over for a quick break before we will return, unfortunately, with the last match of the evening. And there we go, updated leaderboard, 676 points for Formulation. With another great match, they could even beat the 700 points. Then we have 583 for Bitfix. Well, they still have a way to go to reach the 600 points. 498 for the Real Gangsters, 2 points just missing. That can be doable in the last match. 427 for Booty McGill's Swag, 417 for Behind Enemy Wise, and 410 for Slowstorm. Waze, 388, just scratching at the 400 points. Clan with 373 have a bit more to do. Then we have 311 for the 4 Alcoholics, 292 just scratching at the 300 points for Kyatter. With 5 points less, you can mix also with a possible 300 points. Then we have 270 for Coca-Cola Holy Hola, 263 for Perpetual Failure, 221 for the Valuable Veterans, and 219 for Nautilus. Let's hop into the match. Match number 6 awaits us. And as you can see, we are back on Erangel. Oops. stand there. As you can see, our playing pass this time is very unforgiving. And, well, worthy of a last match. Last game, fast game, like they always say. There's not much the players can reach, considering that a lot of them will go for the Snovka Island, as we can see here, with Formulation, Bitfix, and the valuable veterans, as well as Ukian Mix over here. Then we still have Slowstorm and the 4 Alcoholics in the plane, as well as Slowstorm. 3 teams for Primorsk, 2 teams for Primorsk. I'm not quite sure. There will be a lot of fights here. I know that already. Oh yeah, Bitfix versus Formulation. Tech is, well, I guess they're boxing it out. I'm here, guys. You can start. Box fight, box fight. No, run fight? They're running? What you doing, guys? What you doing? I didn't see that, did I? Xerox running over Evil. Intense knock through falling. I'm completely unsure what happens here. Tech is still up here. I mean, I guess they are having fun. Klanen eliminated first by the real gangsters. I'm unfortunately not able to catch that because this looked more promising. But, well, I'm still unsure what happens here. Intense getting not rest by Phoenix. I totally don't know what that's supposed to be. There's still no fight, Bruna. I thought we might see a boxing match, but it's not looking like it. So I guess they just wait here for someone else to get the kills. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what happens. Circle shifts in favor of every other team apart from them, because we are going back to main island. Good position, 4 ways for the real gangsters, as well as for Kyater. I mean, there's no way those 2 teams will get any more points, so that's about it. Bitfix will never be able to catch up for the first place. Formulation will never drop down. The real gangsters will not get third place. Will not get away from third place with their now 500 points. But yeah, I still don't know what's happening over here. I mean, they're dancing. I guess they might all die to the circle. They could have told me prior, so I wouldn't have spectated that. I mean, I like to show you that, but it's irrelevant for the match. We have a lot of emergency pickups coming in. For Alcoholics, the first one to take one. Second over here. Booty Mikiolo's back. Waiting for their emergency pickup to cover them. Pick them up, not cover them. Are they finally fighting? Yeah, now the boxing match has started. Ale the first to get knocked by Carpi. So who's next? Come on, guys. Tekka says he's ready. Fighting against Phaetons. Guest tech first. Ah, and another knock against Bitfix. Now it's Sexy. Going against Physics. Ah, that is close. And Sexy wins. Now it's high score against Intense, I guess. But they're more or less enjoying their dance fight. Alright. Both tagged now. First hit for high score, second as well. He-Manen does a good job. Intense almost knocked. And he gets the knock in. And now it's 3-4. And high score gets knocked. Sexy comes in. And that's it. GG, well played. Formulation wins the boxing match against Bitfix. So let's see what else is out there. I mean, that was interesting as enough. Yeah. Formulation wins this. All 4 players left alive because nobody goes for the flush, which is quite nice of them. While we have the 4 alcoholics over here. And Eskimos coming close here. Might have seen them dropping down. After myself driving in. Airdrop over here. Might be good for Kyatter. AWM. Haven't seen that in a while. At least not played. In a drop, yes. Played, not so much. Brult might be able... No. No tags against Grandis. Oh, I still have the green mark there. Getting that away. Green mark will be removed after just barely 6 minutes. Sorry for that. That was totally my fault. Well, except for that and the deaths of a second team. I'm unsure who got killed there. But yeah, except for that, not much happened. Bull still right here in the compound. Grand is above him. Bull might be able to get a knock in against Hazer, possibly. First tag. Hazer gets away, at least for the moment. Ground is, well, shoots him out of the car. And that's it. Coca-Cola Holy Hola loses their first player. Going for the other bridge. But we have Tukin there already. Sees little yacht arriving. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic after HPFL decided to drive behind him. Dykes says, alright, I'm gonna stay in the garage here. The yacht will be flushed. Lands on the other side. Not able to get a knock-in against Tukin. Well, we can see that Brult will have some new friends and might get knocked through the blue. Barely. Deacon still over here. Did get some good shots in. Nice headshot against Spectro. Otis with a kill against John Boy. That happened over here. I don't know. Emergency pickup. I'm not quite sure why Booty Big Yellow Swag decides to go for the emergency pickup. Because, well, I mean, they're in a good position in the circle. I'm quite close here to the valuable veterans. Trying to get away there. Circle shifts. More shots coming in by Andrines in the direction of Slowstorm. Quite central shift. Rex already flying back to his teammates. Andrines and Dykes remove themselves from that fight. Saying, alright, no worries, it. Fight in the blue here. Last game. Funny game. It's not a fast game per se. Looking mix still using the ferry over here. De-symphonize and Scarlet. Question is, where's Maskin? Oh, Maskin already close to the circle here. What the heck? How did that happen? He's going for his Naya. Well, Formulation already made it to the circle as well. Party beat quite close to Sotney here. And Sotney might like that. Spray coming out. Is barely able to not get the knock. How to get out of the car, though. Bonato coming close. Sees him and gets tagged. Both of them, though. 26 HP remain for Sotney. Party with 5 HP, though. Still pushing. Says, why not? Underhand nade. Might be good. Sotney gets tagged again. Fluffy with a knock against Fanotto. Oh, that nade might be good. Not too far. Still some damage against Party. If you want a party, who you gonna call? Party Beetle. Oh, Spectre knocked by Party. Party spotted Sotney. Fire press coming in from the side, and that's a second knock. Perpetual failure. Well, that was a failure. They're losing 2 of their players. Fluffy and Dixie still alive, though. Let's check the map. Well, we still have some people in the blue. Coca-Cola, Holy Hola, Slow Storm, at least with Dukin, and Ukin Mix. Aside from that, it's not looking like we have too much to worry about. Asking with some shots in the direction of the 4 alcoholics there. Yes, Team Nautilus right above him. It's Justin and Otis. Now with a knock against Tackers. Mosh confirmed. Gets a knock though, but gets killed in the process, and therefore formulation will still complete. Stay complete. Will still stay complete. Man, oh man, oh man. Circle shifted to the south. Good position for Waze, as well as Fluffy and Kyotter. Most likely our end circle. Might either shift. Oops. There's our marker. At least either shift here or end around here. At least that's my suggestion. Fluffy. Just above Fenotto, who has the AW hammer in hands. Drops down again. You're lucky, Fluffy. Runs away. Well, he did park his bike. So we might get back to Fluffy in the near future. Team Yellow's back with the knock against Dump. Rex gets a kill for them. Well, Eskimo has barely 11 bullets left. Reload for his SLR. Tackers knocked again. And Floppy finds Viper's, but Viper's with that reaction gets a kill, and I don't know how, but that looked unreal. GG, well played. Perpetual Failure eliminated on rank 13. Valuable veterans spotted. Nice tags there against Kirin and Shaq. Broken though. Does not get hit. And Ryan's knocked. But there are 3 kills for Dykes on the count. Gets some tags in against Justin. Gets tagged from Eskimo from behind. Like one with the knock against HPFL. Justin needs to heal. Wanted to try to get the kill against Endrines. He'll bleed out. So Dykes, the last remaining player for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Well, Tekkas gets the kill against Perky. Endrines bled out. Circle shifts again, this time to the southeast. Good position for Helsoy over here. Gangsters with some shots in the direction of formulation. Was got it. Well, he found an airdrop. Or someone else found an airdrop. Not quite sure who. Was in there? AWM? Well, someone found that airdrop before him. Great knock though. Steve over here. Over here we have behind enemy wives. And Kjatter for alcoholics. Down there we still have one player for Coca-Cola Holy Hola. Slow Storm, Real Gangsters, and Team Nautilus, as well as Formulation all the way in the back as well as Waze. Justin knocked out of the car by Olsen. Gavin trying the drive-by, and they all get shot out by the Real Gangsters. Team Nautilus eliminated on rank 11. Physics arriving below party people. Gets the knock. Carpi gets knocked as well. Intense knock from this side, but Fanato gets knocked by Tekkas. Tekkas now the last man standing for formulation. Vipress and Fanato go for the flushes. Party Beetle gets one kill as well. Fanato gets not knocked by Tekkas. Three gangsters coming in from behind. That will prove disastrous. Oh, Tekkas almost knocked there. Get some light hits by Vipress. Three gangsters want to enjoy that fight as well. Trying to boost those 500 points. Flash coming in. At least wants to get his flush in. Take his 5 kills already with 427 damage. Tekkas gets tagged from behind by Kjatter. Has to heal. Yeah, that big chicken is quite visible. Olsen against Vipress, which gets killed by Scarlet. And Tekkas gets killed by Elf and myself. The gangsters say, alright, that car is in the way. Blue Zone Nate, Forsnuski. Not hit anyone. Kjatter needs to move. We can see circle shifted in favor of this. Well, this point. There's another airdrop over here. Freshly plucked with the links. Voting with the knock against Eskimo. Trying to run over the street. Was not successful. The question is, what can his teammates do? coming out. They are able to get over there, but Garden gets knocked as well. Will be flushed, though. At least this leaves 2 for Booty McYellowswag. The question is, what will happen if one of those cars blows and just lands right in front of the entrance? Maybe someone might show me? I am unsure. Looking Mix arrived now behind Slowstorm. Ground is now with the Lynx. Nice car explosion. Triggered by a little dumpling. Also Noxnuski still alive though. Trying to go for the save. The dumpling gets tagged quite hard by Snusky. In the meantime, we also lose D. Scarrett with a knock against HPFL though. That smoke just bounced off the helmet by a little dumpling. Snusky trying to go for the rest here. Can hear and see shots everywhere. Chukin might try to go for the rest. Scarrett with a kill against HPFL. Now it's Chukin only. Well, we stay here, because I know my luck. If I shift away from here, everyone will die. Next, Nox Nuski. Again, the sole survivor here for the real gangsters. It's this to the name. Flash, little dumpling sees Nuski for a bare second. Sneaking out behind. Martin knocked by Scarlet. Wally, that will be good. Yeah, that's perfect against Little Dumpling. Blue Zone Nathan as well. That should be it. Snusky dies, but gets another kill though. Also tried to get close to Rex. Was trying to help Eskimo. Chukin, the last survivor for Slowstorm. The only one in the circle currently. Well, Symphonize is in the circle as well, but yeah. Get the drift. Well, that's short. That nade was too short. I'm sorry to say, but this was a Blue Zone nade and no smoke. You can eliminate it. Booty McYellowswag. Well, they are in trouble. They will not get into the circle. Good position here for behind enemy wives. Might just get a double airdrop. Symphonize now. The only one in this circle for his team. The only second team are behind enemy wives. Bottom with a knock against Eskimo. I guess. Yeah, Rex going for the flush here. Says, alright. I'm gonna kill you. Now Rex will die here. Ramon gets a kill against Elf and myself. Rex will try to survive as long as possible. Like from over here. Gets tagged by Maskin. And Hellsoy. And that's it. Top 4. Here we go. At least one more place. And placement point for Rex here. Heavy though says, well, I'm going to go for it. Oh, that nade didn't go anywhere. Still has 5 first aids. That might be close already. World gets a knock in against Botan. Nade wasn't too bad either. Another nade against Hellsoy. Roxy. Not spotted by Brolt. Rex still alive. No first aids left. You will die now. Maskin with a knock against Hellsoy. This is not looking too good for Kjatter. Booty McYellow's back eliminated on rank 4. Best chances now for behind enemy wise. They get the kill against Proxy. Theoretically, it would have been best if... Whoa, nice tags against Garrett. Synchronize also quite low. Garrett knocked. He was able to get the rest in. No, he was not. Oh, let's just leave Symphonize. That makes it easy for me. Because there's only one man moving. Isle of Forces gets knocked. Possible second point here. Possible 9th point for Symphonize. Second point for him, 9th point in total. And he confirms that kill. Play it like you mean it. Might be able to go for the race on Maskin. That would be 2 against 3. He has to be fast, though. All moving up. Road with a good position. This is looking way too good for them. Fawn has the perfect angle, almost, which is the wrong side. Nice tags, nice headshot against Symphonize and Maskin. Gets the knock. Oh no, AV got the knock. And that's it. GG, well played. Brault gets the last kill of the good Game Ligaen season. And therefore, they get the winner chicken dinner. 9 kills for Okian makes 1,270 damage by behind enemy wives. And 5 assists by Okian again. Let's check out what this means in total. Hopefully my math won't be not mathing. We'll see. 16 points for behind enemy wise. Prior, they had 417, which means they now have 433 in total. In front of them were Booty McYolo's back with 427. They have 2 points plus 4 placement points, means they also have 433. Let's see who will get down on top there. Ukind, 9 points, 4 kills, plus 6 placement points means 15 in total. They were on rank 11 with 287, which means they did get the 300 points, 303 to be precise. In front of them, they had Kjatter with 292 points. Kjatter only got their 5 placement points plus 3 kills, means 8 in total, so 300 even. But they are behind Okin now. For Alcoholics, 2 kills for them, plus 3 placement points, means 5 in total. That gets them a total of 316 points. Nothing changes for them. Slowstorm, 4 kills, plus 2 placement points, means 6 in total. That gets them 416. They still will be behind enemy-wise. That sounds kind of double. Then we have the real gangsters, 6 points, 4 kills, 1 placement point, 7 in total. They have 505 points in total. Formulation, they got 8 kills plus 1 placement point, so 684 points in total. No surprise there. Bitfix didn't get a kill, so for 583 we stay there. Waze, 7 kills, no placement points, means 395. Barely not making the 400 points. Coca-Cola Holy Hola got 3 kills. This means they have 273 in total. Team Nautilus, 2 points. That means they have 221 in total. The valuable veterans got 2 kills as well, so they will have 223. 1 point too many. 222 would be way cooler. But they wanted to stay in front of Team Nautilus, so everything okay. Perpetual Failure with 1 point gets 264 in total. Bitfix and Klanen without points. So let's hop over and see if we have an updated leaderboard after my lengthy mass test. But it's not looking like it so far, so we'll still stay a bit there. Oh, well, we'll hop over and I show you my face again, because unfortunately, this was the last cast for the Good Game Ligaen for now. Unfortunately, this iteration is over, and we're waiting for the last points to be calculated by Twire before we will have the updated leaderboard, which will hopefully happen in a few seconds. Because I'm getting mighty tired of refreshing the leaderboard. Nonetheless, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the Good Game Ligaen team to get their trust, or put their trust in me so I could cast this. It was a real pleasure for me to show you the last games of the season. And I hope I see you again for a next cast here on my channel. If you haven't already done so, leave a follow if you like, and to check out what I do. I don't normally only stream PUBG. That was a bit hardcore in the last few weeks. I'll show you as well some League of Legends, mostly cast in German though. I'll do some normal game streams. I have some games planned for the next few weeks with, give me a second, Tempest Rising, which is a, well, new iteration of the old Command and Conquer. So if you would like to see that, feel free to watch. Yeah, and aside from that, thank you for being here. Thanks for the players to play for us, and I hope I could entertain you a bit. We're gonna hop over for the final leaderboard. And there it is, 685 points for Formulation, taking home the crown this season. Following them with 102 points less are Bitfix with 582 on second. 505 points for the Real Gangsters, 433 for Behind Enemy Wives and Booty McYoloSwag, as I said, but Behind Enemy Wives has less kills, so more placement points, and that's a tiebreaker. So they get 4th and Booty McYoloSwag gets 5th. Slowstorm was 416 on 6th place. Then we have 395 for Waste and 373 for Klanen. In the second half of the leaderboard, we start with the 4 Alcoholics and 316 points. Then we have 302 for Okian Mixed and an even 300 for Kyotter. 273 for Coca-Cola Holy Holer on rank 12. Perpetual Failure on 13 with 264, and following them are the Valuable Veterans. And last but not least, Team Nautilus with 223 and 221 points. And that's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the complete, well, chaos in the chat. I really like that, even if I understand only half of it if you write in Norsk. But, well, I'll try to understand as much as possible. Nonetheless, see you again, hopefully, and have a great weekend.